guys! If you liked freezing corn, you're gonna love canning peaches. Here, I'll show you what's going on first. Whee! Okay, we have our quart jars here. I only need seven of them. We have our canner. I have 2 boxes of peaches that I bought for, how much were these things? 15 bucks, I think. It's kind of a lot of money. Oops, sorry. Anyway, here's the other box of peaches. Oh, those look really ready. Oh dear.
Mama, I know.
Okay, and baby's going downstairs. And then below them are 2 boxes of pears. And they were $14, which is a pretty good deal. Okay, so I'll be right back. I just bought a new canner. It was $26.49.
I will get my juice on.
I already went to the store. Anyway, it was a little bit less than that because we had like a $2 credit at the store for some reason. Okay, so here are some peaches that I did yesterday. I don't know what to tell you about them. Here are the jars that I'm going to do today. My canner right here holds 7 jars of quarts of peaches. So yeah, I'm going to do this in really small takes. What you doing, baby?
Making a cake.
Making a cake?
Yeah, do you know how my ends make a cake?
How do your friends make a cake?
And this or asking onto a date. Then or onto a asking date. Then her mommy upped it in the freezer to cool off it.
The mommy puts it in the freezer to cool off it?
Yeah, then the mommy upped it in the edge to cool off asking, throw a dish and eat it.
Okay.
Then
are you almost done with the story?
Then me and my aunts eat that cake.
You eat the cake?
That mommy made.
Oh.
Then eat it. Then ice cream off because I want to eat ice cream. Mommy eats the ice cream into our mouth.
She scoops the frosting into your mouth and you eat it. Okay, good job. That was a long story. Okay, so baby's making a cake. She brought me some eggs a minute ago and she said she wanted to make a cake and she dropped one on the table, so I said she could. Okay, so next project for what we're doing. We're going to take this big pot right here, we're going to fill it up with water and start it to boiling. And then we're going to take my jars, put a paper towel over them so flies won't get on them. And we're just going to cut the peaches right into the jar. I'm going to peel the peaches and just cut them right into the jar. A lot of people like to blanch them in hot water and then put them in cold water to slip the skins, but I just like to peel the skin off just so I can get off the little bruises and things like that. So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to fill them up, and then we're going to fill the jars with boiling water up to this line right here. So we're going to go that far. Okay, so I'm finding that it only takes about 3 of these great big peaches to fill a jar. And I just slice them into little slices, and this is a canning funnel. It has a big mouth on it. So, can't get it back in. These are really nice looking peaches. And I will be disappointed if I don't get some comments about my nice looking peaches here. Okay, and let's see. So after we do this, I need to, you have to wipe around the lid. And then I'm going to take some, around the mouth of it. I'm not really prepared here. Then I need some lids, and I'm going to boil them in this little tiny lid pan. It's the only reason I keep this pan around. So I'll do that, and then I'll be right back. And just a little side note, if you guys like these videos, you can feel free to subscribe. Because after I get done with the peaches, I'm going to do some pears, and probably later on this fall, I'm going to can some soup mix. And we're going to see how long it takes for my old washing machine to get off the porch. So that'll be exciting. Okay, I'm peeling a pear here, if you're wondering. It's not a pear, it's a peach. I just go around it and cut off any little nabby bruises or anything. One time, this lady who was quite wealthy, I used to teach her kids piano lessons, she asked me if I would sell her, or if I ever sold my home canned stuff, and I thought to myself, it would cost you like 10 bucks a quart for these peaches, because it's like $1 for the fruit, and then it's so much time consuming. It's so time consuming. But I can them without any sugar. I know a lot of people put sugar in their peaches, but I've gotten my family used to eating them without sugar. Okay, it's all peeled, so now I'm gonna just slice it in little slices. So they're canned without any preservatives, and they're just better for you. And I mean, no offense to the people who can peaches for a living, but okay, there's one. I'm just gonna plop it in my little pot here. Anyway, and I have to keep talking until I get this all done because I don't want to touch my camera with slimy hands. Anyway, but I did figure one time that it takes probably a half an hour per jar to do them. By the time you sterilize the jars and get them all ready and cut up all the fruit and get it all in there and get the lids on them, and then it takes a half an hour boiling to process them. So, okay, be right back. Okay, 30-something friends. Who sings the song Millions of Peaches? Do you remember that song? You shouldn't. I wish I didn't. But every time I do peaches, I think of it. Thank you, 1995 boyfriend, for putting that in my head. Okay, so here we are with our little, little lids. And you want to put in 7 lids. It's going to be hard to do with one hand. So the reason you boil them is to sterilize them and to get the little gummy parts kind of gummy. See that little orange part? That's the part that actually seals to the other thing. We're going to try something new this year. We're just going to put them all in the same direction. Usually I go back and forth so I can get them out easier, but okay, that was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I can count. And for some reason they put 12 lids in there. I don't know why, but it drives me nuts, because why don't they just put 14 in? Because my canner only holds 7. So I'm going to boil those up for 10 minutes. I'm taking out with my little, it's a magnetized wand thing. And you just take them out like that. And then you stick it on top of your thing after you've washed off the ring or the rim. This is the rim, yeah. After you've washed off the rim, and give it a little shake so the bubbles come out, or you can poke a knife down in there or something. Okay, now that I've got you singing that Millions of Peaches song, I'll be right back. Okay, if you haven't left a rude comment about peaches yet, maybe this one will give you some inspiration. I just thought that was kind of funny. It looks like Ziggy, is that what I want to say? Little mutant peach. Okay, so I screwed on the rings. See the ring? I just tightened it on, with my hand. And then I'm just going to put them all in here in the canner. Okay, now I've filled my canner with water and put it on quite a high heat. It's on number 7. An inch over the top of the fruit. And when it comes to a rolling boil, I just need to let it boil for 30 minutes. And then take them out. Put them on a towel. Okay, we're almost done, I promise. Before you guys attempt any canning, I would really suggest that you get a Ball Blue Book. Ball, B-A-L-L. You can probably Google it to find where to get one. But it has all of the canning instructions you'd ever need for anything. From the water bath canning, like I did here, to pressure cooking, hot pack. Okay, let's see if I can do this with one hand. So, I have my special tongs here. They're special canning tongs. And make sure that you have a place, like on my table, I've got that little mat that I can put them on. Because these are going to have to sit here for 24 hours. So some people actually pull the rack out, but I don't really care about that. So I'm just going to take it out and carefully bring it over to the table. So it needs to sit here for 24 hours and don't even touch it. And as it cools, then it's going to actually seal. So if you hear a very distinct pop, that's what that is. And then after 24 hours, you can check the seals to make sure that the lid is flat. Just like when you open a jar of pickles or something and you get that pop. The lid will actually seal down. So you can, you probably can't see with this camera. I don't know why I use this one. I need a tripod for my other. Anyway, then once you're done with those, just wipe them off and put the date on them. Want to wipe them off with like a damp towel or something. Put the date on them and then keep them downstairs. And you're not allowed to eat them until it snows. That's what I tell my kids. So it's just a really good, healthy way to preserve food for your family. And ask me any questions in the comments, and I really encourage you to do it. And thank you for hanging in there with me. And thank you for the rude comments. Just kidding. Or the sweet ones. Bye.